All right, how do we know when to get in and when to get out of the market? This is the million dollar question. I would say the billion dollar question, because a lot of people don't actually understand this. Now, even myself, to give you all a break, even myself, I had a hard time for many, many years trying to understand exactly when I get in and when to get out, and looking at what time frames, because there's all sorts of different time frames that you can get in. But see, even your favorite influencer, they'll be on YouTube or on Twitter or whatever telling you, oh, the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. I'm all out on that theory. It's complete rubbish, and it's never going to work for you. Like, it never worked. I'm going to not say never worked for me, but what happens if the dip keeps on dipping, just like 2022 or 2020 or 2018? So this is why you've really got to put some thought behind this, and this is what we're teaching our students. Now, let's take a look at this. I've actually shown everybody recently an indicator that I'm using and that I have been using and testing over the last 6 months. And it wasn't until a few weeks ago where I had my aha moment with this indicator. Now, I was using the indicator on a higher time frame, okay, which was the weekly, but what ended up happening was I needed to look at it in a shorter time frame. So what does that mean? A higher time frame would mean that these candles represent right here the daily. Okay, that's on a shorter time frame. On a longer time frame, we're looking at each one of these candles on the weekly. All right, and on the lower time frame, it would be on the daily. Okay, so for altcoins, I'm actually looking for this on the daily, or maybe even the 3-day on some. So meaning each one of these candles represents 1 day. Now, why do I want to be looking at that, and what is this indicator? Well, this indicator is called the SSL hybrid, and it tells me every single time that the momentum of the market flips. So I have the ability right here to actually short the market at this point, because this is my confirmation. And had I have gone based on this confirmation for INJ, which I can short INJ, right now I would be at a 37% gain. Now, if I use leverage, all the better. Okay, now you have to understand where to set your stop losses and all that, but this is the way a professional manages their risk. And this is the thing that you need to understand is, how do I manage my risk? Because so many people, they just jump in. Somebody calls to tell them to buy a SHIB or Dogecoin or dog with hat or some next bullshit meme coin, and they just don't understand. Am I buying it at the top? Am I buying it at the bottom? Am I buying it in the middle? And all of these things affect the outcome. So what we want to do is we want to buy it or sell it short. If the momentum is pointing to short, then we go short. If the momentum is pointing to long, then we go long, all right? And this is key stuff here, guys and gals, that you have to understand. Now, I have a 7-day free trial for my course. If you want, there's a link in the description. Click on that link, and I'm going to show you step-by-step how to not only set up this indicator, because there are tweaks that you have to make to it. It's not just one you just type up on TradingView. I'm going to show you step-by-step on TradingView how to set it up, okay? And then I'm going to also show you how to use Quenta to leverage trade, all right? Now, there are risks associated, but I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, and it's free for 7 days. If you don't find value in any of my classes and any of the content that I put out for this, then fine, so be it. But I think you will, all right? Now, if you take a look, let's go back to this chart here. I actually manage a pool of crypto. We're the 3rd largest by depositors in the world, and we are the, I think, 5th largest or 6th largest in the world by assets under management, okay? And this is all on chain, by the way. This is where you keep custody of your money, and then we run the strategy for you, okay? So it takes all of the hard work out of it for you. Now, if you take a look here, our portfolio has multiple different cryptocurrencies. Now, one of the cryptocurrencies that I've been eyeing is GRT, because GRT, the momentum is actually about to flip. So let's pull up the GRT chart, and you can see here, this line has now turned blue and our momentum has now started to flip. So what we're going to be doing in the next few hours is we're going to now start to, we've already started doing it. We're going to be moving more money into GRT. Okay, and then we're actually going to be setting up a liquidity pool so we can earn fees on GRT. Now, GRT, we also have some money here. This is the fees that we've actually earned in the past, and we're earning interest on these fees by being a delegator in GRT. Okay, now again, this is the way a pro manages money. So let's take a look at some of these other cryptos that we're eyeing that are in our blue chip managed vault. So these are basically blue chip cryptocurrencies that we believe are going to be going up over time. So let's take a look at, let's say for instance, Solana. Okay, we do hold a lot more Solana, but we've been dollar cost averaging out of it because the trend did start to flip. However, let's take a look at where it's at because Solana is in our top 4. Our 4, we actually go on a longer time frame, so the weekly. All right, so Solana is still above the blue line. Now, again, every single one of these candles represents 1 week. Now, if I go to the daily, Solana has flipped, all right? But it's about to flip again. It's about to flip again, and we're probably about to see some major price action going up here if the trend continues, okay? Don't go based off this crystal ball stuff and I got the Kijin Sin and I got this. All of that is dog shit, okay? There are so many guys trying to predict the market. I don't try to predict it. I just watch for the momentum, and then I pull the trigger once it hits certain prices. So right here, okay, is the price where I would start to buy in more Solana. Now, I probably am going to start leverage trading Solana on this, and you can check out the video right above here that's popping up, and I talk about how we are leverage trading these cryptos, okay? Now, it's not exact. I didn't show you Solana. I showed you Pepe and Optimism, but this is something that I'm keeping a close eye on, and once Solana hits here, then I'm going to be setting up a trade. Now, I'm actually going to be setting up the trade before it hits here. So that way, if I'm sleeping and it catches, now I'm in the trade. But you also have to be able to set that stop loss. Now, here, we're constantly watching. Let's take a look at Synthetics, all right? Synthetics is definitely one of the ones that is not quite ready for us to start buying. It's not even starting to touch the lower end of this first band. And remember, it does have to go through all 3 of these. So once SNX hits around $3.10, we're in the money. We're back in, and we will start buying SNX again, and we'll start printing that money inside of the liquidity pools that we're in. So anyways, this is our strategy, guys and gals. If you like what we're doing here, if you like and want to understand a little bit more on how you can participate, again, I have 7 free days, all right? And I even have all the videos on how to leverage trade, what I'm leverage trading. Now, I keep you abreast on what I'm doing constantly, which is where the value comes in, and our community is second to none. We teach you everything DeFi, how to set up liquidity pools, how to set up leverage trades in decentralized exchanges so that you don't lose custody of your money. And if you want to learn a little bit more in a YouTube video, there is a video right here that you can start watching right now. Get over there if you want to learn more about that. And if not, you want to get into class, 7 days free. Like this video. Let's get this video out to as many people as we can so that more and more people join this DeFi revolution, because it is coming and it's coming fast and it is profitable. All right, everybody. See you on the next.